if you have a concrete floor that has radiant in-floor heat, you're going to find it's immensely comfortable. In our own building, we have radiant in-floor heat that is hooked up to a geothermal system where we are running fluid through wells that are over 200 feet in the ground, so that's pulling that warm air out, or should be warm fluid out, that's heated by the ground, that has an ambient temperature of 53 to 55 degrees. So it doesn't have to be heated very far to be able to get to a room temperature. So that fluid is circulated through PEX pipes that are in the floor, and it keeps that thermal mass of the concrete at a fairly constant temperature. So we can open up our 16-foot wide overhead door on the end of the main portion of our building, and yes, it's going to get cool for a few minutes until you close the door, but it doesn't take very long for it to get back up to temperature. And those nice warm concrete floors, they feel pretty darn good on your feet if you're running around in stocking feet or bare feet, as opposed to being on top of cold concrete. Now, it does take some advanced planning, and I encourage people in any kind of climate where they're going to have to heat, that at the least put rigid insulation underneath their concrete and run the PEX tubes through the floor, so that later on, if you decide that you do want to have radiant floor heat, or maybe the person that next owns the building will want it, it's already there. It's not something that you can just wiggle your nose later on and say, oh, I think I should do this. Concrete is pretty well cast in stone. So plan for it in advance. It's relatively pain-free. It's something, as a do-it-yourselfer, you can install both the insulation and lay the PEX tubes in the floor, and you're all set to go other than just buying the material.